Hi, my name is Maria Laura. I am 29 years old. I am a student at Bournemouth University, and I am doing a master's program in clinical and developmental neuropsychology. So right now we are in one of my favorite places in Bournemouth. This is the beach. It's really nice here most of the time. Today is a little bit cold, but it's still beautiful. The beach is a pretty special place for me because I don't know if you know anything about Costa Rica, which is where I'm from, but we have beautiful nature, beaches, volcanoes, mountains. And so this is one of the places in Bournemouth that is really close to my heart because it reminds me of home. I would recommend this place to anybody that feels they need to be grounded in some way. I come here when I feel that my head is all over the place and I need to declutter and remind myself of home and calm down. So if anybody's ever feeling that way, I would recommend they come here and take a little mind break. Adapting to England from Costa Rica, it is very different. Starting, for example, with the food, that has been hard. I miss my food back home. There's a lot of things here that I can't get, so that's been a little bit hard. And then it's just a very different culture. The weather is very different. Costa Rica is really warm year long, and it's really cold here now, so that's taken a little bit of adjusting. But I like it a lot too. It's been a nice experience. I like the fact that I'm by myself. I'm living by myself. I used to live with my family. In Latin American cultures, it's very common to stay and live with your family, so I did that. And that's one of the things I really like since I've been here, that I'm by myself and I get to do what I want responsibly. But I've liked that. Being by myself is really nice. Something that has been worse since I've been here, I guess it's worse and better, just because I think that there's something that we can do about it, is I've felt since I've got here that people are not very environmentally aware. And that's something that's really bothered me because it's something that we were a little bit better at back home. And I say it's also something that's been for the better because I think that there's things that I can do about that, and I'm really looking forward to changing that and making people more aware and pick up their trash, know a little bit more about recycling, things like that. So I picked England because I originally applied for a scholarship, and the scholarship was only for schools within the UK. So I looked at all the schools and applied to only schools in the UK. I ended up not getting the scholarship, but I didn't get into the schools I applied to. So I like that. And then the other reason, it's just because it's so different from what I'm used to, and I wanted to have a different experience than what I had back home. Different climate, different culture. So everything, even the negative things that I've mentioned before, have been positive in my overall experience. There's many things I would have liked to know beforehand. Specific things regarding accommodation, the education system, things like, for example, getting my national insurance number or my DBS check, things like that I'm doing now, and they are things that take a long time, and I would have liked to know that beforehand, so that I would have started earlier, not now. I would recommend to maybe push yourself a little bit and go out of your comfort zone, because it is worth it when you push yourself and you go out and you meet people, and maybe you wouldn't have done it in another environment. That makes you a little bit more open, and you get to discover so many things that you wouldn't have done otherwise.